Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock here with a second recording for you all today. So someone had messaged me and asked me to make a recording in regards to them trying to leave a relationship. Okay, their heart is still tied, but they know it's just time to leave the relationship, right? So they asked me to make a recording and send them the recording, and I did. But I also felt like, okay, well, since I'm already kind of in the spirit and on this topic, I'll come back on. All right, first and foremost, guys, as I always say, before we develop a relationship with God, we choose on our own accord, right? We choose the person that we think we love or who we think is the great fit. I don't care if you're choosing for looks, body, chemistry, money, kids involved, whatever you chose that person for. Most times, if we have not developed a relationship with God, we don't even go to God to say, okay, God, is this the person you have designed for me? Most times. And that's fair because, many times people don't really develop a relationship with God till later on in life, which is sad, but it is what it is. Not everyone. So, when we're young, early 20s and just like we're trying to just figure life out. So we're just doing everything. And before we know it, we're caught up. We're in love. We have soul ties. And then, before you know it, in a short period of time, then we start to really see the true side of that person. But because feelings are there, soul ties are there, you just can't pick up and leave. This person is dragging you through the mud. They're disrespecting you. They're cheating on you. They're beating on you. They're whatever. But you can't leave. You can't leave. No matter what. Right? You sit back and you think about, if somebody had did this to me before I met this person, I would have left in a heartbeat. I would have never stayed. But why can I shake this fool here? And there's a good chance that you have a soul tie. Soul tie is a whole nother issue. I think I have two recordings on soul ties. So if you feel like you have a soul tie, honey, when your soul is tied to somebody, then I encourage you to go back and watch one of those recordings, or listen to one of those recordings, I should say. All right. So sometimes the reason why it makes it so difficult, again, like I said, we didn't have the grace to begin with, the grace to carry us through that relationship or even that marriage, whatever that you got going on. All right. Next, many times when we fall in love with what we think is love, we cater to the individual, and that can be a man or a woman. You just want to, when you love somebody, you really just want to just make them happy and just do everything and pour into them and just whatever to make the relationship great. Well, when we're doing that, sometimes we don't even realize that we are losing a piece of ourselves each and every time we do it. So before you know it, you've lost yourself. You've lost who you are because you became, who you thought they wanted you to be. Who you thought they wanted you to be. Did you catch that? Who you thought they wanted you to be. So that means you changed from the individual who they were initially attracted to. You change from that. Well, that's what they were attracted to. So now, you're giving them, and whatever that may be, But you've lost yourself. And anytime you lose yourself, you also lose your confidence and your self-esteem. You lose everything because you're not who you authentically are. And once you lose your confidence and your self-esteem, you're lost. You're broken. All right? So now if you're lost and you're broken, where would that confidence be to make you think that you can go out and get someone else? Right? And truth be told, you shouldn't do that anyway. You gotta heal first before you even go on, to date again or marry again. You need to heal first. You gotta go. It's important to go through that season of isolation, that season of singleness to heal so you don't take that stuff into whatever it is that God has for you coming up. So anyway, if your confidence is low, your self-esteem is low, you're sitting in this relationship being disrespected, why can't you get up and leave? I love him. I love her. Or if I leave, the person they're cheating with going to have them. Well, they already have them. If they're cheating with the person, they already have them anyway. So sometimes you feel like, okay, if I walk away, then she's going to win or he's going to win. Win what? They're already getting a piece of them, so it really doesn't matter. They want to graduate from part-time to full-time. Then it is what it is, right? And I know that's easier said than done. Trust me, your girl ain't been there. I trust me, I've been there. But the first thing you have to do, first and foremost, is you have to make a conscious decision that you are ready to leave, right? Because you can say 1,000 times, guys, I'm driving, I'm sorry. You can say 1,000 times per day that I'm leaving. How many times have we said that and stayed? How many times have we said we're leaving and stayed? Or how many times have we said we're leaving and we end up right back there a week later, a month later? So you have to make a conscious decision that you're ready to leave. Now, that may not happen overnight. That may be a process. Because again, I always say you're not going to leave when you're 50% tired. You're going to find a way to always go back. You're going to find a way to let them back. You have to wait until you are 100% ready. In this process, I always tell people or encourage people, don't bring your family and your friends and outsiders into that. Because again, sometimes when you're in a relationship, you need to deal within the relationship, because you got too many voices in your ear, right? You got too many people in your ear that when you happen to go back, now they're mad with you because you said you wasn't going to go back. Now they're calling you stupid because you told them he cheated on you or she cheated and you're right back there. Like, you're going to feel like you want to tell your friends and your family everything because you really just want to vent. But write it down, journal. Make a recording, do something to get it out of your system, but keep people out of your business, because this is the time right here where you really got to hear your own thoughts, and most importantly, the thoughts from God. It can be very, very confusing when you got 50,000 people telling you something. Now when you end back out with him or her and you work things out, now the family's mad with him or her. Now now you're mad with the family for not liking them. But listen, just keep people out of your business. There's 2 people in a relationship. Well, it should be 3. You, that person, and God. Point blank, period. So anyway, once you make that conscious decision that, you know what? This is the final straw. This is it. There's a good chance, even at 100%, you still won't be strong enough to walk away on your own accord, in your own flesh. Ask God to step in. I promise you he will. Ask God to give you the strength. You have to physically ask him, Lord, can you please help me? I cannot do this by myself. Can you please help me to break this soul tie? Can you please help me to get this person out of my system? I now know this is not the person that you had designed for me and my destiny and my future. Can you please help me to erase the damage that I have caused by choosing on my own accord before I knew you? Please show me what to do. He will show you what to do if you're in stillness. You have to quiet your mind. That's why you don't need a lot of outside people, in your business. Because again, God may instruct you to do something and then someone from the outside calls you and tell you to do something else and now you're all crazy. No, sit still. Ask God to show you what to do. Okay? First thing, you can't be sleeping with him. That's the first thing you can't do. Because you are inviting those spirits to get right back entangled, and now you're back to square one. You can't sleep together. Definitely not. All right? You may have to change, and I'm just giving examples. You may have to change your number. You may have to move. You might need to get all new furniture, especially a bed. So there are some things that God may require you to do. That's between you and God. He'll let you know. He'll let you know.